All right, welcome everybody. It is David Thomas. Got Mr. Jay Woolwine with me, finishing a swig of his coffee. We are here, as we always are, every Tuesday around 4 p.m. Eastern to give you your weekly dose of motivation, inspiration, and education. So, a lot of times we talk about trading mindset. A lot of times we talk about personal development, but it's all geared to give you the knowledge you need to become a better version of yourself. All right. So today, because we have Valentine's Day right around the corner. We're going to be talking a little bit about Valentine's Day. All right. But really, you know, Valentine's Day is great. And it's a great time to show your loved ones that, especially the ones you're romantically involved with, that you love them, right? Make them feel special. But I think a lot of people do miss the bigger picture of it. It's just not always about flowers. It's not always about chocolates. It's not always about romantic gestures. It's really a reminder that we should be good to those around us every single day. And yes, absolutely, your husband, your wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, but not just to them, to our friends, to everyone. I mean, think about it. Kindness, appreciation, love, it shouldn't be limited, first off, to just one single day in February, right? Imagine if we made it every day a habit to show gratitude, a habit to be kind, a habit to encourage others that are around us. It wouldn't just make the people around us happy, it would make us happier too. That's a big part of it. There's a ton of research showing that being kind to others improves our own well-being, our own mindset. When we do something thoughtful for someone else, it lowers our stress, it boosts our mood, it improves our overall health, right? It's kind of like the kindness creates this ripple effect. And the more we put it out there, the more that it can enhance our lives as well. So we don't need to wait for a holiday in order to do that.
Right? Exactly. And people treat Valentine's Day like it's the only day to express, their love or appreciation for somebody. But what about the other 364 days of the year, right?
Right.
If you only show love and kindness on that one day, what does that say about the rest of them, right? What does it say about the rest of the time? It should be more like a lifestyle than just a once a year event, right? Like Christmas.
Right.
um, and I love what you said about how kindness benefits us, right? Just as much as it benefits others, right? When we go out of our way to help somebody, to give them a compliment or even just to listen, right? When they need to have an ear to speak to, um, we feel a sense of purpose, right? It makes us feel better too, and it deepens your relationship with them, right? It builds trust, and honestly, that trust is really what makes life more fulfilling, right? And here's the thing, kindness doesn't have to be grand gestures like a box of chocolates or a dozen roses or whatever, right? It can be as simple as just holding the door for somebody, right, or checking in on a friend, or just a genuine smile, right? Actually caring. Those small actions add up, and before you know it, you've created a culture of kindness in your own life.
Yeah, absolutely. That's very true. People think they need a reason to be kind or a reason to have that special gesture or occasion, but it's not about what day it is. It's not about what holiday it is, right? It seems simplistic in the message today, but actually, a lot of people miss this. It isn't about what we get in return. It's about making the world a little bit better, a little bit brighter in every way that we can. Bringing value to the masses, and what's interesting about that is being good to those around us actually helps us become a better person. It changes us kind of from the inside out. It shifts our mindset. We start focusing on more of the giving and less of the taking, which helps life feel more meaningful. We stop feeling stressed about the problems we have because we're thinking less about the problems we have. We're thinking less about ourselves. I think if the world in general would just think less about themselves and more about how can I be of service or value to someone else today, it'd be a better place. But the wild part is the more we practice kindness, the easier it becomes, right? It's like a muscle. The more you do it, the stronger it gets. So if we make kindness a daily habit, instead of just when Valentine's Day coming around, going that extra mile, giving that extra, gesture, it's it's not something that we're just doing because it's a holiday. It's something that becomes kind of a part of who we are.
Yeah, that's a really great way to put it, right? The habit, right? Kindness should be a habit, not an obligation, right? And when it becomes a natural part of how we treat other people, we start to see how powerful it really is, right? And the best part of kindness is that it spreads, right? When we show kindness to somebody, they're more likely to pass it on, right? I think about those, like, I don't know, I always see these videos, and once you've watched one video, you keep seeing the same type of video, whether it's a dog video or whatever. But I see those ones where like the guy goes into the restaurant and buys 20 pizzas to go give to the homeless people, right? And then oftentimes what happens, right? The owner of the pizza place goes, "Oh no, it's on me," right? It's just like that. Like it's an instant manifestation of that kindness, right? Like this
Right.
guy was going to pay $500 for these pizzas and go give them away, and the owner's like, "No, I want in on it, right? I want some of that kindness," right? And he's got his manager there, and he's like, "Oh, we follow you, right? We love this, right?" And it's that same type of thing, right? Is it just spreads? And I used to do this, like, I'm sorry to go on this rant, but I don't even remember what book it was. I can't remember what book it was, but when like you pay for somebody's coffee in the drive-through, right? Have you ever done that? Like
Mhm.
the guy in front of you, you pull up to the Starbucks drive-through window, and they're like, "Oh, the guy in front of you paid for your coffee," right? And it's like that amazing feeling. And then oftentimes, what do? You're like, "Oh, well, I'll pay for the guy behind me,"
Right.
right? Of course, it's a family of 12. David's behind you in the Suburban with a dozen
Yeah,
cake pops, and it's
exactly.
$49. But but it doesn't have to be about money, right? It's just the act of kindness that can inspire somebody. Sorry, my phone's ringing. That can inspire somebody else to be better to the people in their life, right? And that kindness gets passed on. So, right, just imagine a world where everybody treated everybody with the same kindness that they show on Valentine's Day, right? But they do it every day, right? Where people don't just appreciate their loved ones on that one day, but they make it a priority every day, right? Year round. And that's the kind of world that I want to live in. And honestly, it's got to start with me, right? With all of us.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the challenge, it's to not let Valentine's Day be the only time we show appreciation. In my situation, appreciation to my wife, right? Showing her how much I love her. That shouldn't be the only day. It should be a reminder of how every day we should be living. Think about it. When we're good to those people around us, it improves every aspect of our lives. Our friendships grow stronger, our relationships grow stronger, they're healthier, they feel more connected, right? Even strangers, they'll feel the impact. It's all kind of connected in the way that you treat people on a daily basis. The way we treat those around us, it will reflect in every area of our life. And if we really think about it, being good to others is one of the easiest way to improve our own happiness. You don't need money, you don't need status. You just have to choose to care. And that's the real takeaway from Valentine's Day is, it's not just it's awesome to make your romantic interest feel special, right? That's an awesome thing to do. I'm not disregarding that. But it's not just about the romantic sense, but love kind of in all the forms, right? Kindness, patience, and generosity.
I told my wife that you said I didn't need to do anything for Valentine's Day because I'm so nice all the time. Is that
Nah, I'm not sure about that one.
so?
She's gonna
I mean,
love me after
I
that.
mean, at its core, Valentine's isn't about material gifts, about chocolate or flowers or whatever, right? It's about love, right? And love isn't just for couples, right? It's for everybody. It's whether it's your family, your friends, or your coworkers, even just random people, like we said, holding the door for somebody, right? It's people you run into throughout the day. And I love what you said about kindness, right? How like every every part, right? How every part it's in every part of your life, right? Because when we make an effort to be good to others, right, it changes our perspective. And instead of walking around focused on like, what I don't have, or not being grateful, right, we start appreciating what we do have, right? Instead of looking for reasons to be frustrated, we start looking for reasons to be happy or uplifted, right? And the best part is that the more that we give, the more that we receive, right? It's like a cycle, right? The more kindness and love you put out there, the more it comes back, right? Or that what goes around comes around, right? And that's what makes life truly fulfilling, right? So, yeah, I mean, Valentine's Day is great, but if we really take its message to heart, no pun intended, we carry that same spirit with us every single day.
Yeah, yeah, and that's Valentine's is awesome because it does remind us to show love to those around us, but it shouldn't just be the one day gesture, right? It needs to be a reminder to be every day that we can go around spreading love, spreading kindness, spreading generosity, being a good human being to those around us and helping, being of value, being of service, and showing those that we appreciate them that, we come in contact to throughout the day. So hopefully you guys and girls take this to
Should we
heart.
hold, should we hold hands and sing, "We are the world,
And maybe
we
another
are the
time.
people"?
Maybe another time. We need a guitar and a fire and all. But no, we appreciate everybody watching as always. And I know today was, maybe seems like a little bit of a cliche message, but it's important. It's important to remember that you don't have to wait till Valentine's Day to show your wife, your husband, your girlfriend, boyfriend that you appreciate them, and you definitely don't have to limit it to those romantic interests. It can be the people that are around you that you come in contact with on a daily basis. Just be a good person to them, show them love and appreciation, and you'll find that you get a lot back in return. All right. So appreciate everybody. Hope you'll have a great Valentine's Day with your loved ones, and we'll see you back next week. All right. God bless
See
you.
you guys.